And there's the final test. Here we go. This is exciting times. I am testing out the software. I can't see the chat anymore, but there it is. Here we go. So this is not supposed to be here. I'll hide that, which I can do on the actual screen, which is awesome. And I will choose another as it's asked. So this is the test. Apparently, I am now able to show all of your comments on the stream so that nobody misses anything. One of the problems with the streaming technology is that if you were in one particular group, you were only able to see that particular group's chat. So if you were watching from my page, you'll only see the comments coming from those that were coming in on my page. The same with Tony's page, the church page, continue the debate page. All of those separate groups had their own conversations. As you can see, I can now bring all of those different groups together on the screen. So it's actually a progression and an advancement for the, certainly for the two Revs conversation that Tony and I will be having when we are back tomorrow. Today's a bit of a play around, a bit of a test, a bit of a fiddle to see what I can work out and see what I can do with it. But now, as you can see, brilliant stuff, Tony. You can see the comments, we can see the comments, but also if I'm a little bit concerned about one of the comments' language, I can actually do something about that. I'm not entirely sure what yet, but apparently I can deal with that too. That one I've got to play with and have a test. But it's really, really exciting times because we can now have a whole conversation. So not only can Tony and I see what you've got to say, you can see what everybody's got to say, and it's bringing all of those different groups together. It is new software, as you can see up in the corner there. I'm testing out Restream. I'm actually able to add more channels. Originally, I was only able to add 3 myself, and then guests could add as well. This will be 5 locations plus guests locations too. So it is going to be epic. So that's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Tonight, of course, please be working. I've got the microphone has been charging for 6 days. I'm hoping that we will be able to go live for church tonight on this software as well. It's all set up, as you might have seen if you've been watching from the beginning, in which case you are brave and I thank you. I've tested out all of the intros. We're now up and running. So fingers crossed, tonight we will be going live on Facebook. Thank you all for chipping in with your comments. Thank you. Eunice said, if anything, that not only does it work well here, it might be a little bit brighter and crisper. Christine also said, how is my stream coming through? Can you hear me? I am using the camera microphone rather than the usual Dubris. But tell you what, let's test that darned microphone, shall we? Bear with me, caller. You should still be able to. Oh, yes, you can still hear me. I've got to be careful of that, haven't I? Let me get the microphone. Here we go. Right, so where's the plug and plug? This is all rather interesting stuff, you know. So this has to be plugged in. So I'm going to lose sound for a second because I'm now going to test the radio mic for church. Turn that on there. It's connected, so I need to add that as a sound device once I have been. Turn that on, that's connected. And so if I go to my settings, might lose me for a second. Oh no, apparently it's now connected and all working. Audio input, correct. That's the one. Show advanced options. Resolution audio, and what is audio enables audio adjustments of the microphone gain to maintain overall stream. So this is a new option as well. So what does the sound like, my friends? Can you hear me? Let me plug myself in. So this is now the microphone that I am using. So if it's any good, please let me know. If the sound's coming through okay, let me know. I'm going to back off from the signal thing just to test it out a bit, and then I won't be able to read the screen. But yes, can you hear me? Is this working? Can you hear me? Oh, and it's all working well. Thank you, Eunice. And everyone can see that Eunice has commented. This is going to be so much fun. And the good news is there's different layouts on the screen. Tony and I can, be half and half still. So there will still be plenty of space for your comments to come through on this. It's exciting. It is fascinating how a different piece of technology can work. StreamYard has been amazing, but we are moving on to Restream as of today. And it's going to be a new adventure. So the fact that you can see yourselves talking is amazing. So thank you all for spending these minutes with me. David Spark, all good on YouTube, but people knew that before I read it out. But I can still highlight your comments. There we go. All good on YouTube. It won't let me delete my own. So if anybody is being rude, I'm not going to click that button because that would do something naughty. But if anybody is being rude, I can remove them from the stream directly from the comments. But I don't think we'll have any problem with that. We never have before, have we, Reverend Tony? But thank you, David Spark. All good on YouTube. That is appreciated. So it just goes to show that it's all going to be, please God, absolutely fine, both tonight at church and tomorrow, 4 p.m. The music is louder than your voice. Well, that makes a blooming change, doesn't it? In actual fact, boom, 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 I can adjust the music. I can change that, actually. Let's have a quick test, shall we? There we go. So I have now adjusted the music volume. It's now at 50%. Those two videos that came up, they came up at their original volume. I've now reduced them to 50% volume. This is, I believe, as loud as I can go on here. Yeah, I believe it is. Let me just check my settings. I don't know whether it requires me to play with it or not, but I will. It's got echo cancellation, noise suppression, high resolution audio and audio gain. It doesn't have the option to adjust the audio like I have previously. But did the volume drop on the intros, or am I just insane for even thinking about doing this? Because yes, I can adjust my volume here, 50%, 25%, 100%. That's with the music playing while you're talking. There's music playing while I'm talking. Okay, this is interesting. I can't hear any music playing while I'm talking. What's with the music playing while I didn't know there was any music playing while I'm talking, if the honest truth. Let me look in the settings. Video settings, change avatar. Let's have a look at backgrounds. Have I got a background running? I'm on a plain paper. Is there... What does it sound like, my dears? Music. There doesn't appear to be any I mean, I can make music play while I'm talking. This is called down tempo that's about to start playing. This apparently is called down tempo. I can't actually hear it, ironically. Let me go to my speakers. Oh, here we go. That's called down tempo, but when I stop it, Trace, have you got a video or a screen open, or YouTube playing in the background, my darling? So yeah, I added some, but I'm not got anything at the moment. And the page is open, and I don't know where it's coming from. Wow, let me play with this, because this is quite fun. Because what I can also do, of course, is it tells me when people are commenting, and I can read it on the screen. But I haven't any other pages open, so I don't know where it's coming from. What is the music called? Do you recognise it? Have you heard it before? Could it be Spirit Intervention? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. But certainly it's not. No one else can hear it. So we have been talking about music a lot. Maybe it's one of those blessed earworms. No, I'm kidding. It's bound to be some kind of page open or something, or someone in the background. But it's certainly, thankfully, please God, not coming from here. No one else can hear it anyway. So yeah, yes, of course. David couldn't hear anything on YouTube. I've got to be careful where I click with these things. It's very easy to accidentally click on that ban button. So we have to, Tony, we have to click from the left. I think you'll be able to click as well. If you click from the right, it's very easy to accidentally ban someone. So we don't want to be doing that. No music. Right, I think it must be one of those random anomalies that we were talking about in Circle this week. Well, friends, I'm gonna skedaddle because I've got loads more to do and test before tonight, including, as you might have noticed, make my bed. Thank you all for the chat. Thank you all for... Trace, have you got the speakers on your phone Bluetooth to a radio station? I wouldn't even know how to do that. Maybe Trace does it all the time. We'll find out. But I'm going to give you some more music now, just as a way out to see how to end the stream seamlessly, like I try and do on Thursday nights. And sometimes we just savage it off on Friday if we're in a hurry. But I'm going to say goodbye now and thank you for your time. David, Eunice, Carol, Trace, Tony, everyone else, thank you for your time. And thank you for your feedback. We've actually ironed out some kinks here, but it's nice to see the conversation going on the stream. And the point is, you can all have a conversation now without being on the same page, because we are literally all on the same page. How cheap and cheesy was that? Well, I'll see you at church tonight, please God, and definitely 4 p.m. tomorrow, 2 revs. You know where to find us. Until then, be good, be smart, and forever know that you are blessed. Bye. Anybody still hear me?